For centuries, humanity has understood music as vibration, as harmony, as emotion. But what if sound could transcend these simple definitions? What if certain instruments, crafted by hands long forgotten, held the power to bend reality itself, to heal the sick, to conjure storms, to unveil the hidden secrets of the earth? Tonight, we journey into the shadowed corners of American history, not for ordinary melodies, but for echoes of the extraordinary, for instruments born of genius, myth, and perhaps a touch of the supernatural. Prepare to listen to the silent symphony of the forgotten. Story 1. The Lumina Lyre. In the remote valleys of Appalachia, where time moves like the slow current of a forgotten river, a legend persists of Ilara Vance. A recluse, a healer, and a craftsman of unparalleled skill, Vance was said to have carved the Lumina lyre from a single piece of petrified wood, its strings spun from a strange luminous ore unearthed from deep within the earth. Around 1908, a devastating epidemic swept through her isolated community. As children withered and hope faded, Ilara brought forth her lyre. Its ethereal melodies filled the hollows, not with conventional music, but with a pure, resonant light that seemed to infuse the very air. Those touched by its glow experienced an inexplicable remission. Fevers broke, and strength returned. The instrument, vibrant with a soft internal luminescence, became a beacon of improbable healing. Yet as quickly as the plague receded, so did Ilara Vance and her miraculous lyre, vanishing without a trace, leaving behind only the hushed whispers of a singing light that defied all reason. Story 2. The Kronos Chordophone. Boston, late 19th century, a city alive with industrial ambition and the ticking of countless clocks. Here, Dr. Alistair Finch, an eccentric horologist and amateur musician, dedicated his life not to controlling time, but to manipulating its perception. His magnum opus was the Kronos Chordophone, an instrument resembling a mandolin, yet adorned with an additional, intricate array of clockwork mechanisms and strings spun from purified silver. Finch believed that specific vibrational frequencies could alter human memory and the subjective experience of time. When played, its delicate, interwoven harmonies did not simply create music, they wove a temporal tapestry. A listener could find minutes stretching into seemingly endless hours of crystalline clarity, or entire decades of their life revisited with intense, visceral detail in mere moments. Finch, consumed by his creation, used it to endlessly re-experience the cherished, lost moments of his past. He was found decades later, an old man in a forgotten attic, lucid but completely detached from the present, the chordophone resting perfectly preserved beside him, a silent sentinel to a life lost in the echoes of yesterday. Story 3. The Somnium Pipes. Deep within the sun-baked deserts of the American Southwest, a legend speaks of Kalen Dreamweaver Blackwood, a nomadic craftsman from the mid-1800s who learned secrets from the desert's indigenous people. Blackwood fashioned the Somnium Pipes, a set of 7 flutes carved from dark, gleaming obsidian, each etched with symbols that seemed to shift under the gaze. These were not mere instruments for melody, they were conduits to the subconscious. When played in a specific, haunting sequence, the pipes emitted a low, multi-tonal hum that resonated not in the ears, but directly within the mind. listeners would fall into a shared, profound trance, experiencing vivid, prophetic dreams or collective visions of future events, impending droughts, the movements of game, or distant dangers. A small, secluded community once relied on these pipes for survival. Their unusual foresight ensured their prosperity in a harsh land, but also isolating them from the outside world. When the last elder passed, the pipes were buried with her, deep beneath the shifting sands, their visionary melodies silenced, but their potential to unveil tomorrow preserved, awaiting the one who understands their ancient whispers. Story 4. The Zephyr Harp. Along the rugged, tempestuous coast of Oregon, where the Pacific Ocean ceaselessly batters ancient cliffs, Silas Thorne, a reclusive lighthouse keeper from the early 1900s, pursued an unlikely craft. He fashioned the Zephyr Harp, an instrument whose frame was sculpted from ancient driftwood, its taut strings woven from a unique, robust seaweed harvested only from the deepest tides. What was most remarkable was its inherent nature. The harp seemed to defy gravity, subtly floating an inch or two above any surface. When Thorne played, its strings hummed with an otherworldly resonance that the wind itself seemed to answer. He could summon gentle, clearing breezes to part the dense coastal fogs, guiding lost vessels safely to port, or, when the need was dire, stir minor squalls to warn away approaching dangers. Sailors spoke of a guardian spirit in the lighthouse, a melody carried on the wind. One particularly violent storm, the worst in memory, saw Thorne and his magnificent floating harp vanish. Only the roar of the wind and the crashing waves remained, an endless dirge for the lost harbinger of the sea, its song now only heard in the mournful howl of a coming tempest. Story 5. The Empyrean Piano. In the heart of late 19th century New Orleans, a city pulsated with both vibrant life and profound melancholy, Isabella Sterling was a musician of rare, almost agonizing talent. Tormented by the raw intensity of her own emotions, she sought an instrument that could truly articulate the human soul. Her creation was the Empyrean piano, a magnificent grand crafted from polished ebony, its surface inlaid with swirling constellations of iridescent mother-of-pearl. Its most striking feature, however, were its crystal keys, each one shimmering with a soft internal luminescence when pressed. This piano was more than an instrument. It was a powerful conduit for collective human emotion. When Sterling played, the music did not merely affect mood, it amplified or soothed the very emotional landscape of all who heard it. Audiences in her salon were swept into states of ecstatic joy, profound empathy, or overwhelming sorrow, their feelings amplified to an almost unbearable degree. The instrument, while capable of immense beauty, mirrored her own fractured psyche, eventually driving Sterling into madness. The Empyrean piano was sealed within her abandoned mansion, a silent, potent artifact, forever echoing the intense, forgotten human emotions it once commanded. Story 6. The Resonator Bow. The American frontier of the 1870s was a land where strength and endurance were paramount. Jeremiah Ironarm Cole, a blacksmith by trade and a fiddle player by passion, was an unassuming figure until he wielded his most unusual creation, the resonator bow. While his violin appeared ordinary, crafted from a robust native wood, the bow itself was extraordinary. Fashioned from a dense, unknown timber found deep in the wilderness, it emanated a faint, almost imperceptible hum, even when at rest. When Cole drew this bow across the fiddle's strings, the resulting music resonated not only in the air, but deep within his very bones. It granted him temporary supernatural strength and an almost tireless endurance. Cole used this gift not for personal gain, but for the betterment of his fledgling town. He felled ancient trees and logging competitions with ease and faced down marauding bandits with a strength that defied explanation. During a final, desperate stand against a relentless threat, Cole vanished, leaving behind only his resonator bow, lying silent on the dusty ground. The instrument awaits another worthy hand, its silent hum a promise of forgotten, incredible power. Story 7. The Geode Glockenspiel. Professor Theron Stone, an eccentric geologist from Nevada in the early 1900s, harbored a singular obsession: to hear the silent song of the earth itself. His answer was the Geode Glockenspiel. This remarkable instrument consisted of numerous geodes and crystalline formations, each meticulously cut and polished, arranged on a sturdy iron frame. He struck these geological wonders with small hammers forged from rare meteorite iron. When played, the glockenspiel produced a unique resonant symphony that vibrated not through the air, but through the very earth. This deep resonance had an astonishing effect. It could highlight the presence of hidden veins of precious minerals, revealing untapped gold or silver deposits with eerie precision. More profoundly, it could also map the intricate network of underground caverns and fault lines, painting a sonic picture of the Earth's unseen architecture. Stone utilized its power to discover vast resources, but in doing so, he also exposed a dangerous, unstable fault line. In a tragic cave-in, both the professor and his extraordinary instrument were sealed forever within the depths of the earth, a tantalizing whisper of the world's hidden secrets, now buried and unreachable. Story 8. The Phantasmagoria Organ. Chicago, the Roaring Twenties. A city of speakeasies and dazzling lights, where Marius the Conjurer Thorne reigned as a master illusionist, pushing the boundaries of what was real. His ultimate secret was the Phantasmagoria organ. This compact, ornate pipe organ, unlike any other, featured polished brass pipes that shimmered with an iridescent light, and keys that felt unnaturally warm beneath the fingertips. It was not merely an instrument for sound, but a projector of pure illusion. When Thorne played, the organ did not simply emit music. It conjured incredibly vivid and convincing auditory and visual manifestations. Ghostly figures danced, impossible landscapes materialized, and unseen voices whispered secrets, blurring the line between performance and reality. His grandest acts were legendary, creating spectacles that confounded and captivated thousands. During his final, most ambitious performance, a catastrophic fire consumed the theater, seemingly taking Thorne and his magnificent organ with it. Yet some say the illusions never truly ceased, and that the Phantasmagoria organ's spectral magic may still dance in the smoky ruins, a trickster's legacy echoing from the ashes, forever defying the tangible world. Story 9. The Sylvan Song Fiddle. Deep within the verdant, mist-shrouded forests of the Pacific Northwest, in the late 1800s, lived Willow Reed, a reclusive botanist and musician with an unusual affinity for the natural world. Her creation, the Sylvan Song Fiddle, was a testament to this bond. Crafted from what appeared to be living wood, its surface was a testament to its nature. Delicate moss and small, vibrant leaves visibly grew upon it, and its strings were intricately woven from robust plant fibers. This was an instrument connected to the very life force of the earth. When Reed drew her bow across its living strings, the resulting melodies did not just fill the air, they resonated with the plant kingdom itself. The music dramatically accelerated plant growth, causing dormant seeds to sprout overnight and barren earth to burst forth with vibrant foliage. Reed created hidden, impossible gardens, sanctuaries of unparalleled beauty. However, the instrument's power was untamed. The rapid, unnatural growth began to consume everything, threatening to entangle even her. One day, Willow Reed simply vanished, swallowed by her own magnificent, overgrown sanctuary. The sylvan song fiddle now rests within a forgotten grove, its silent melodies whispered by the rustling leaves, forever bound to the untamed wilderness it once commanded. Story 10. The Echo Chamber Drum. Across the boundless expanse of the Great Plains in the mid-1800s, Elias Stone, a frontiersman who had spent years amongst indigenous tribes, was said to have crafted, or perhaps rediscovered, the echo chamber drum. This was no ordinary instrument. It was a large primal drum made from stretched buffalo hide, adorned with faded pictograms that told stories lost to time. When struck, its resonance was unnaturally deep, sustained, and seemed to reverberate not just in the air, but in the very fabric of the landscape. Its power was astonishing. It allowed the listener to hear sounds and voices from vast distances, as if miles melted away, or even from the depths of the past, ancient conversations carried on unseen currents. Stone initially used it to foresee the movements of vast buffalo herds or the approach of distant settlers, protecting his community. But as he delved deeper, the drum began to bring forth not just utility, but the overwhelming chorus of lost souls, forgotten battles, and the profound, silent cries of history. Overwhelmed by the deluge of time, Stone, in an act of desperation, buried the drum deep beneath the prairie, hoping to silence its eternal echoes. The echo chamber drum lies there still, a silent oracle beneath the earth, its potential to connect past and present, waiting for a hand bold enough to awaken its profound, powerful voice once more. From the glowing lyre of healing to the whispering drum of time, these forgotten instruments stand as testament to a forgotten truth, that music, in its purest, most profound form, can be more than mere sound. It can be a bridge between worlds, a key to unlocking powers beyond our comprehension, a conduit for the very forces of nature and spirit. Each story we've explored tonight hints at a lost era, a time when invention met the impossible, when human ingenuity touched the supernatural. These instruments, now silent and hidden, remind us that the fabric of our reality is thinner than we perceive, woven with threads of myth, magic, and the quiet, persistent hum of the extraordinary. And as we close this chapter, we are left to wonder, what other forgotten melodies, what other impossible instruments lie waiting in the shadowed corners of our world, ready to awaken once more and remind us of the profound, unseen symphonies that still resonate all around us?